Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama. So today we are going to see one of the important slokas of Srimad Bhagavatam 1:110. Here, so we understood the context of the situation. The situation is the sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi has gathered here. So almost scripture says it is almost 80,000 plus say devotees have gathered to do a yajna in Naimisharanya. So why? What is the reason for this yajna? Because they expect, and as per the scriptures, it is said that Kali Yuga has started. So Kali Yuga is not going to be a normal for every people. It is going to be so bad in Kali Shantarana Upanishad also. So Narada was going and crying to Brahma. How these people are going to come across this Kali Yuga? So this is going to be very bad. So understanding that situation, sages are gathered to do the yajna. So once they have done with the yajna and they are given proper respect, and they make Sutta Goswami sit in the Vyasasana and started asking the questions. This is the famous questions by sages chapter, and it has 6 questions. So sages are going to ask 6 questions to the Sutta Goswami. The first question we already seen in the 9th sloka. So now they are talking about the sages, Saunaka Rishi sages, they are talking about how the situation of Kali Yuga. So there are 6 things here: short lives, quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and always disturbed. So sometimes if you read this thing, I feel that it is talking about me. So all the 6 characters are very much prevailed in me. That's what I can see. So you can see in other people also. So most of the people, you can see all the 6 qualities is prevailed in everyone. So this particular sloka is going to take us to a mountain. Why? Because if we are in the same level, right, we cannot see what is the problem. So this particular sloka is taking us to a mountain and give a proper view of Kali Yuga. How is Kali Yuga? Why Kali Yuga is very bad? So first we will see short list. Generally, we know that in previous years, we generally people live for 1 lakh years, Satyuga, then 10,000. Slowly, it is getting degraded to 1,000. Then so this Kali Yuga, generally it says 100 years. So 100 years we are supposed to live. So that is the usual thing. But we are not having that. Even we cannot live for 100 years. In United Kingdom, so if any person, citizen, has lived for 100 years, Queen will send a letter. Oh, appreciating that you have lived for 100 years. So that kind of situation we are in. So here, people are short-lived, not because that they don't have enough food. We have enough food. Everyone has enough food. The problem is irregular habits. We are not properly following regular habits, and we are not properly guided properly. So because of that, we are having very less life. And if you see this sages, right? So sages were gathered. Here they are doing for the sake welfare of the people. Why? Because if you see a mom in a home, what mom will do? She will cook. She will not cook only for her. She will cook for everyone in the family. Similarly, sages in the society, so they are always looking for the welfare of the people. So we should understand that sages should be protected. So in Ramayana also, when Rama comes, the sage goes and asks with his father that give Rama to go and kill who are the people disturbing sages. Why these demons are disturbing the sages? Because they don't want good things to come. So sages are the ones who are always looking for the welfare of the people. So that is why all these sages, 80,000 sages, gathered here to do a yajna of welfare. So we are short-lived. Similarly, if you see in India also, so they want to stop spirituality. So what they did, I mean, so what they did, Britishers, they wanted to conquer India. They saw that people are always spiritual. They are enjoying the life. They are doing a lot of yajna, a lot of spiritual activities. So we have to stop this thing. What they did, they gave tea for free. So they gave tea for free. Everyone can take tea. So they made ourselves degrade, so that we will not have properly follow the spiritual practices. So we should be very careful. That's why we are avoiding tea and all those things which are not favorable for spirituality. So similarly, the second thing is kalau, morals. Unnecessarily we will get into fight. This is very natural thing that is in Kali Yuga that we can see. So you can see so many United Nations has created, so many institutions have been developed, but still there are a lot of wars. US Vietnam War, First World War, Second World War. After the United Nations created also, there are like South Korea, North Korea wars, India, Pakistan, recently Russian. So we see people are getting so affected in this career, and they were always quarrelsome. You are big or I am big. Intensity of quarrelsome is getting more nowadays in Kali Yuga. So we should be very careful that we should not engage in any quarrelsome activities. Then the next point is manda, less intelligent. See, you cannot say that people are lazy in sense gratification, because people are see how people are running here and there. They see they are not lazy, but problem is they are lazy in taking spiritual practices. You see, this people are, and Prabhupada was giving an example. In Japan, there used to people are gathering to board a bus. And Prabhupada asking where this bus is going. So this bus goes to one place some 40 miles away, and these people will go and have one snacks and come back. So for them, this bus is going there and come. So how people are very active and they are spending so much of effort to gratify their senses. Going 40 miles up, 40 miles down, and paying for that to have one snack. That's how people are like so behind the sense gratification. Yes, we have to maintain this body. That this body is going to carry our soul for this life, and we have to maintain the body. But we should not get so indulged in satisfying always the body. Instead of that, we should take the prasadam that is available. We have to offer prasadam, whatever we get prasadam, we offer and give. So people are always lazy, that we understood. Means getting spiritual prayer. So if I get a good guru, he will change. Even if I'm not intelligent, lazy, but he will change me to be active and intelligent towards the spiritual path. But what is the problem? The next problem comes misguided. Sumandam. Leaders, what we are getting are misguiding the people. That is another big problem, because they generate their own philosophy, and they want to disturb the spiritual lineage and all this. Whatever properly followed, they want to disturb. They're misguiding, so they want to bring themselves up. So this is how the people are misguided, and people are very passionate, atheistic. So that's why they are misguided by this atheistic. We see in previous yugas, do we see any atheistic person? Do we remember any atheistic person in previous yugas in our history? We don't see, because even Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they are not saying there is no God. You see, there is God is there, but they are against the law. So that's how the previous ages are. But this says specifically to see. So specifically in this age, you can see that people are getting atheistic philosophies. Why? Because they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to. See, people are not ready to surrender to anything. They want to do whatever they want. So that's why they reject law. They take up this atheistic philosophy. So they can do anything they want. So that's how bad this Kali Yuga is. So we should be very careful. We should not engage in any atheistic discussions with people so that we get disturbed and we will not have the spiritual inclination will get slowly degraded. We should be careful in association. See, in Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned the soul, details of the soul. So we should just take care of our soul that it will not get engaged in misguided people. So we should be very careful with people who are misguiding us. And the next point is Andabhagya. Okay, I got a good guru. I got a good uh, guidance, but still we are getting distracted every day. Mainly this mobile, all these things are completely distracting our spiritual practices. So we should be. That's why it is mentioned. We are even though we get good things, we are not able to appreciate it. Krishna consciousness is so good that nothing in this world is better than Krishna consciousness. Nothing is which will help us to take us to Krishna consciousness. So still, even though we get these good things in this world, we are not able to take the Krishna consciousness and appreciate it because of our distractions. Every day we will see that some or other problem comes, some or other things comes. So this is natural. This is natural in Kali Yuga. So the next thing is Upadrata. Always disturbed. So you see people in general. You see, it is very tough to talk to a people in general. Want to approach some people, right? We don't know what mood they are. So because they are always disturbed. They don't know what they are always disturbed about the future. What will happen to my son? What will happen to my daughter? Will get married? Will get good son-in-law? How your daughter is going to take care of his daughter? You will think about generations of, but we are not thinking about it so. And we are always disturbed for any small bad things. Also, I mean, whatever comes in our life, we are not able to take it as a prasadam of love. So whatever we cannot take that as a, because we are not every situation we should think that Krishna is part of us. So we should whatever it comes. So generally they say after initiation, generally we have prarabdha karma, aprarabdha karma, right? Prarabdha karma is what we have got it. Prarabdha karma is yet to fructify. And how it comes? It comes as a puta. Puta is, see, let's assume aprarabdha karma is a pile of grains. One puta. Puta is, in Tamil they say, puta means this is part of. So you take some puta and then from there it comes bija. So some of them has been sown. The seed has been sown to grow. So now aprarabdha, then it comes puta, then it comes bija, and it's going to grow as a plant. Right? So that's how the karma is getting practical. But if we get initiated, we are surrendered. So our philosophy is not this initiation is not about Siksha. When you are surrendered to a pure devotee of the Lord, so all this karma must be sacrificed. Right? So after that, whatever we do, everything comes from Krishna. You should understand that whatever happens, it is from Krishna. So we should be very clear. We should not be in anxiousness. We should be very clear. Everything what is happening is for our purity. So we should be in that level. So we should be not disturbed with whatever happened in our material things. Okay, we have seen all the bad things in Kali Yuga, but what is the solution? So in previous yugas, there are solutions given. For Kali Yuga, there is very simple solution. Why? Because in Kali Yuga, we are so affected, we cannot do 1,000 years of tapa. We cannot do 1,000 years. You see old stories, old sages, they used to stand in one leg and do japa for thousands of years. They cannot do that. And they do yajnas. And we know that this uh, this Kali Yuga, you don't see any proper pure Brahmins to do the yajna. So it is not easy to get all these practices done in this type. So Kali Yuga, it is recommended that. So when we have seen that Narada is going and crying to Brahma, how these people are going to come out of the sufferings, how they can come to the Lord. So then Brahma is saying about the Sadaksha Mantra, which is nothing but 16 syllables, Hare Krishna. So Mahaprabhu came and establishes this mantra is already there. He establishes in such a way that everybody can easily. So what is the qualification to do this? Do we need any qualification? You have to be a Brahmin. You have to be like following such practices, spirituality to do japa. Anybody can chant anytime. No place, no time, no qualification. Such simple Mahaprabhu has made so that we have to use that chanting Mahamantra. So it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yannama Shruti Matrena Guman Bhavati Nirmala. So Nirmala, it will purify our heart when we do our chanting. And it is also mentioned that in Kali Yuga, that is the only way to reach that God. There is no other way, no other way, no other. So it is, we should understand that the round we are chanting is what going us take us to the Lord. If you see, when we chant, right, when we chant, we say that we ask Radha and Krishna to give us some service. Please give me some service. And when we why we are chanting to get the service. When you do the service, why we are doing the service? To chant nice. So when we do the service also, we should be in the mood that we have to do good chant. So all this only will help to do the chant. So if you see how we are taking this chanting, similarly, we are going to help other common people also. What we are doing prasadam distribution. We are doing literatures, books. We are giving books. So people are in general, they will say, no, I don't have time. See, this is the Kali Yuga. I don't have time. You are spending 24 hours in a day. You'll be spending a lot of hours in TV. So that's why it mentioned not even 2 hours we are not able to give spiritual practice. That's bad Kali Yuga. You see, our Haridas Thakur. So Mahaprabhu installed him as a Nama Acharya. Mahaprabhu did not install any Kirtana saying Kirtanacharya, Nama Acharya. So Nama, chanting japa is foremost important for every devotee. We should understand that how the importance Mahaprabhu is giving for chanting. Haridas Thakur chants 3 lakh name in it, 22 hours in a day he used to chant. So people are seeing there is Ramachandra Kanta, some devotee, he wanted to degrade Namacharya. Namacharya is getting so popular and they want to degrade this Namacharya. So what they do, they send a prostitute to disturb this japa so that we can establish that he is not pure enough. So we know Haridas Thakur is a Brahma. So from his previous Leela, from Krishna's Leela, so he has to come as a Brahma Vimohana Leela. So after that, he was feeling very ashamed that he prayed to Lord. So sorry for all this water, that garva I had. So then he said, okay, you will come as Ramacharya, and he was born in a Muslim family. So see how nicely Mahaprabhu has arranged. Even a Yavana, a person born in Muslim family, can become a Ramacharya. No qualification. And no, he used to chant wherever he is. He's always chanting the. So that way, so they have sent a prostitute to disturb his japa. So what happened? First day she came, she said, "You are so you are so attractive. So I am so much attractive. I want to unite." Haridas Thakur said, "Okay, I will definitely do, but sit here. I have to chant. Once I chant, finish my round, then we'll see." So the first day went like that. Next morning has come. She was so tired and she said, okay. Haridas said, you go there, tomorrow you come. Tomorrow you will try. Similarly, second day also, she is same way, keep on chanting. So, because of his purity, Haridas of purity, that prostitute has become totally surrendered. So after third day, she totally surrendered. You chant so nice. Just seeing his purity of chanting, she is totally surrendered. And she asked that I will totally surrender to you. Please accept me as his disciple. That is the power of chanting. Even a prostitute is totally built on bodily concept of life. It's totally changed to a spiritual person. This can be only done through the purity in us, through the chanting. So we have to see whenever we get time, whenever we get a small opportunity also, we have to try to do our chant. So I want to tell one story. So there is one Mataji called Haladini. Have you heard about Haladini Mataji? She is a proper disciple, right? So what happened in this US? She is from Michigan. Her name was Linda Chu, and her boyfriend name was Mike. So they were doing college. So they both were searching for spiritual. So the US is not a normal space. You have every facility you have. However you want to enjoy your material life, you can. But still, these two devotees, to Mike and Linda, searching for spirituality. They were tried so many things and they tried to see Eastern philosophies. Then one guy gave some book. One devotee gave some book, small book, system about or some Bhagavatam book, small book. Linda was reading that book overnight and she was so excited. She was so anxious to see one book has transformed her life. See how the one book, what we are going to, what we are distributing, how is changing anybody's life. So Linda is so attracted to that philosophy. Then what she did, she was looking for such next day only she met a devotee. That is what it happens in devotee's life, right? If you are anchoring for spiritual things, it will happen. So next day only they met the devotee. And they are so happy that they met the devotee and they heard about where is the temple. They were in Michigan, so they had to move to Detroit. So Detroit, there was some temple. So they went there. That time it was 1967, 8, some initial periods of Prabhupada. Well, there were only 6 temples, 68, 69, something. So Linda was born in 1949. So she was around 18 years old. So she came connected with the groups. Then, so interested, so they wanted to give the life for. So they moved. There was a nice Jagannath deity. Jagannath deity was carved, and she wanted to serve. So that deity went. They went to New Zealand. See, in US, this is a concept. They call New Holland because everybody has moved from different country to US. So there is a New England. People who have moved from England, right, they form a city called New England. From Holland, they call New Holland. So Prabhupada take this thing, and here we have Vrindavan. So there he formed a place called New Vrindavan. Now you can see New Paniyati Dham. So Prabhupada created that concept called New Vrindavan. So there, Mataji moved. So Mataji moved there with the mind. And she is totally blissful in Krishna consciousness. She wrote a letter to Prabhupada. Can you please initiate me? Okay. Then Prabhupada initiated her through the letter. What is her name? She was given Aladini Mataji. So she was able to serve nicely in the New Vrindavan. And since this, the Jagannath JBL, Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra deities has come, this deities has moved to a nearby place, 10-15 minutes away from New Vrindavan. So she is the only person sitting there and worshipping Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. So imagine 18-20 years old lady, she's taking care of everything herself. 3 times Bhoga offering, 6 aratis, cleaning, everything she only has to do. She has only 2 saris. And both the sari, if you see, it is all muddy. Even if you wash, the color is not so clean. She is spending so much of effort that we can't even imagine. For water, there is no pipe. Now we have pipe and everything comes to the water. In those days, she has to go down 2 miles to get water every day. It's not so easy to live there also, but she is serving all the day. She sleeps only 4 hours, 5 hours max. 4 hours. 2 o'clock she wake up. 2:30 she wakes up. She do her chanting 2:30 to 4. Then she prepares for the Mangalarati. So that's how she was so struggling. She used to put her mala, chanting mala, put it there, put it in a nail. So she just hang it. Okay, and she is do some service, preparing, kneading the dough, like preparing for chapati and preparing sabji. So she will see the mala, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. She go to the next week, Hare Krishna, Hare. That's how she was interested with chant. So deep realization. So what happened? So she was serving there for 18 years alone. 18 years. You can't imagine in our life. Can we serve 1 year like that? 18 years, all our life, most of our life. So there is some problem happening in the temple. Later, what they form their own society. They don't want to chant Bengal prayers and all this. So usually, if you see, there is always a difference in the country where we live. So here in India, we come to meeting 10 minutes late also. In Germany, if you are late by 1 minute, you are seen as a very worst people. Even 1 minute late also, they don't agree to that. So most of the people in Germany, if you are going late for the meeting, they better speak. So that kind of cultural differences are. So because of that, what they did, they created a new kind of different society. That time it was little disturbed. What they gave, this Mataji, they gave second initiation for Mataji, sannyas initiation for Radharani Mataji, called her by name Rishikesh Maharaj. So these kind of things were happening that time, and she was totally disturbed. And then she saw Bhakti Maharaj, by his lecture, she was totally taken away. Bhakti Maharaj classes are so strong. You will see that he's a proper soldier of Prabhupada. He's so strong in the philosophy when he's saying. So he was preaching. He's an African American, so he was preaching in Africa. So Aladin Mataji requested Bhakti Maharaj. So she don't know how to approach. So she went with Radhanath Swami. So she asked Radhanath Maharaj, can I serve okay, fine, that is good for you. So you can do that. So she went. So somehow it's a very long story. So she went to Africa for preaching, and but there was some local social communal this thing was happening where they want to throw away the king. The king himself was favorable for Krishna consciousness, but somebody wrote a letter against the king in our devotee community without knowing. Okay, so you are being so many people. So finally, when Mataji was serving there, 1990s, this is in 1990, she has painted, she has restructured, painted Raghunath Baladev Stotra, 32 Lord across Africa. She traveled across Africa, and the Lord were not maintained very much. So she spent a lot of her effort in painting, offering nice program for the Lord there. That's she's the only senior devotee there, so she has to stay there because of this communal problems, right? So she has to go out of the country. But she taken a decision that she's going to continue down. So what happened? So that guy who was a rebellious, they came and they want to kill everyone in this town because they have written a letter against this popular. So what they did? They came on with them. They said, oh, two Matajis were there, Yogamaya Mataji and Paradini. Said, you go out. I will kill all the six people, six Prabhujis. You go out. But Paladini Mataji said, in front of my eyes, I don't want to see a devotee getting killed. You think she ran attack. He's trying to attack. He was with the gun, ready to shoot. He went trying to attack and pull the gun out. But somehow he managed to get the gun back. First shot on her. And all the other people, his followers, they also shot her. So this way, uh, Mataji was so ready to give her life for the devotees. He's totally in Harinam thought process. Because just before that, she wrote a letter to Radhanath Maharaj that uh, God's arrangement, I am here. So I am trying to serve, and please guide us and bless me that I will be serving always in my life. So somehow Radhini Mataji is blessed so good that Radhanath Maharaj he went to Vaikuntha. So that's how glorious this devotee's life. Even their death is also so glorious. Not only life, the death. So with that, I want to conclude. Hare Krishna. Any questions are from this? What is the meaning of paropta? Paropta. See, generally devotees are kind-hearted. So it is not very easy for a general people to be very kind enough. But devotees are naturally in a helping tendency. What is how you can help a person by giving money? See, there is a kid, there is a child. She was crying in the middle of the road. What you will do? You buy chocolates to her? Does that satisfy her? Maybe for some time. But if you take her to the father, that is the solution we have to give for the God. So devotees are so good and kind and they know how they have to do the upakara. It's not that for general public you so many things and help. No. Take us to Krishna consciousness. That is why our movement is called preaching movement. Something should be moving. So we keep our movement moving. How? Right? Preaching. Right? So that's how we are trying to serve everyone in this world. Everyone in this world. Swami Guru Maharaj, one day there was one devotee who was asking, he has written some poem about and he was telling about the place. You are so nice, you are helping all the disciples. He stopped and told, not only my disciples, everyone in this world I have to take. So that's how the para upakar, the devotee will be trying to tell everyone, para, everyone in the world. Sometimes you see that some devotee is giving lecture and he's saying good things first, good things first. Like he's guiding us for somehow he's telling about the Shastra, what is written in Shastra. But after some time, it's not we are saying fault finding, but somehow after some time we saw that he is saying something, and after some time he is doing like this. Oh, I mean, he's not following what he is. Yes. Prabhu, it's not that every person preaching. Can't expect it. See, we are taking the adhikar, the instruction of Shastra. Doesn't mean whoever preaching will follow everything perfect. I'm sitting here in Vyasasana, kindly because of all devotees, doesn't mean that I'm so pure, right? Just you have to do preaching. Krishna, what else we will do? We have to do preaching. So even though we are not pure, totally surrender to the Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada. So we are trying to do our best. So that is why we are taking the Shastra's adhikar. If I am telling this thing, it is not I am telling. It is told in Shastra. I am just repeating. So see, when we this service, preaching service, we do some kitchen seva, we do some meeting seva, we see clean everything. Same as preaching. That's all. That's no difference. Right? You have to see the same way. Everything is serving for the Lord. Yeah. Make the DT what? Alankar. Alankar. Why? Because that will satisfy devotees' eyes. Oh, our Lord is so nicely decorated. It gives the happiness to the Vaishnava. Right? So somehow we are doing the Alankar Seva for Vaishnava. So that is also Vaishnava. Everything we are doing is Vaishnava. You should not see this is big, this is big. So usually general people what will say this seva is the highest. This everything is seva. Right? Should see that way. So even if people are not able to follow, but we have to pray for it. That is the best thing we can do. If some devotee is derailing from the practices, should not say that this devotee is bad. You should pray for them. Because you said Parapoka. We are good for everyone. Why not be good for devotees? Right? We have to pray. Lord is ultimate thing. Because everyone go through some of their own karma. They have not karma. Maybe own test. God is giving a lot of tests. So we have to see who is getting passed and who is becoming a pure devotee. See, one person is going to Bangalore. He took a bus. Somebody called his mother. Where is person A? Where is the Prabhuji? He said he went to Bangalore. Why she is saying like that? Because she already took the bus to Bangalore. So it is destined. Bangalore is destined that the destination is going to go. So similarly, we are as a devotee, we are one day we will go to Vaikuntha, right? So every devotee is going to Vaikuntha. So why we should see the devotee that he is not good enough now? He will one day. Everyone will go to that. So everybody, we should see the other devotee that we don't know the position of the devotee. Now we are casually talking to someone. You don't know who is sitting next to you. He may be a biggest pure devotee of the Lord. Devotee association, devotee around us, we should not see very simple, like a normal people. They totally understood what is soul. Because They know the science of soul. They know this world is very temporary.
Actually, sometimes we saw that um, if we did something for someone, like anyone, right? Not devotees, but for non-devotees also. If we did something uh, for the benefit of other person, somehow, somehow we are connecting with some devotion or giving some seva. Somehow we did for someone like some devotee also. Um, is it necessary to pretend in front of others that like somehow that other person is uh, that if we do something for other person in, in exchange we should not expect like this, but in exchange he's not, he's like he's misbehaving or somehow is disturbed with other things. uh, but I think I feel some devotees are not devotees, but some people are pretending like that I did this for him or her, and he is responding like that. So I thought we don't need to pretend this, because if we did, we have to forget this from our mind. We did. Whatever we did, it's his, it's his will, it's his mercy. We are not able to do anything. But if we did something, I think we don't need to pretend others in front of others we did something from him or her, and he is not responding like. So sometimes I saw that attitude, but I don't like it at all. I thought uh, if we did something, we did it. Yeah, it's done. No need to pretend. We need to forget everything, whatever is
You
there.
don't have to feel proud. So this question is, when somebody is doing some seva, right? You are talking about seva, some for his personal seva or whatever. So if nothing is personal for devotees, everybody is trying to serve the Lord. But so why should be proud of some seva for others? Yes, of course, we are just Nimita. We are just instrument in Krishna's hand. So that understanding should be there for the devotees. That is very important. See, I did so this thing for him, so he has to respond like that. See, in Krishna, uh, in Rasa Leela, so when Krishna and Radha are there, so they Krishna went. So every gopis are searching for Krishna. But after some time, they were like hankering, where is Krishna? So after some time he came. Then gopis were asking this question. Then Krishna gives three explanations. So he is saying, gopis were asking, same question. See, we are loving you so much. We are doing so much. But why you are behaving like this? Then Krishna says, this is not a business. You do one thing, I do one thing. This is business mentality. You should not do that. Whatever you do is telling gopis, whatever you do, you just do it in your love and leave it. This is Krishna's instruction to gopis. So we have to just go with that. First thing is, we should not expect, right? Expect that I do this thing. So this kind of business mentality should go. Because everything is just an instrument in the hands of Lord. Do you think we can make devotees? I can say, okay, I have done so much of good distribution and I have made so many devotees. If I think like that, this is foolish. This is Krishna who is planning everything. When Prabhupada went to US, what he said? You all are given by my Guru Maharaj. By Krishna's mercy, you are here. It's just my effort is just to an instrument. Prabhupada writes in his letter when he was going in Calcutta, you make me dance as you want. Right? We totally surrendered. So we cannot make any devotees of our own. We think to make devotees and make I will be his guru. No, it's all Krishna's arrangement. We are just an instrument. So once we get this move, then only we can serve the Lord. So then only we get that purity in our life. So we are striving towards that. It doesn't mean that, oh, I am not doing. No, I am doing, he is not doing. Everyone is trying to go to that position. So that's the only issue. Thank you so much. Srimad Baladev Subhadramai ki jai. Ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.